All right, so I just went for a little run and I am officially pain free from an injury I had about 10 days ago, which is crazy to say. I was squatting 225 for 5. I did the first rep, felt pretty bad in my lower back, and it started to pull into my glutes. And then did the second rep, felt worse. Third rep, felt even worse. And then when I stood up, tried to bend over, felt like I couldn't, kind of like stiffened up. Debated going straight home, not even going to work, because I normally go to the gym before I go to work. But I decided to go to work anyways because I figured I needed to move around a little bit. Continued to hurt really bad that day, the next day, and the third day. And then the third day, the first day I spent pretty much the whole day at work listening to podcasts, YouTube videos, trying to figure out what was wrong. And I came across a lot of things like my movements being wrong, like form being bad, and all that just kind of didn't sit right with me. And then I found Alan Thrall's video talking about how he hurt his back when he was squatting and kind of the same thing where he stiffened up. And through that video, he kind of talked about how he just continued to move around that day, did a lot of bodyweight squats, did a lot of bodyweight deadlifts, and got it feeling better in the same day. Oh, the reason I'm outside doing a little conditioning after my run. Gonna do some rows, some arm work, and some ab work. But yeah, he continued to move around and then continued to progressively get heavier, kind of just desensitizing the area rather than going to see a doctor, which I feel like could be the case with most lifters. And I'm kind of making this video to say that's what happened with me, because I started listening to a lot of barbell medicine podcasts. Who was one of the guys from there was Alan Thrall's trainer at the time. So he kind of ran him through the same thing that I've been trying to do this past week and a half or so. And basically, I just, that same day, found that video, started doing bodyweight squats, started doing bodyweight deadlifts, just kind of set to 10, get it warm, get it moving, just without pain, really slow, good form. And then Wednesday, 2 days after the injury, I was able to start putting weight on the bar for squats. I think I got up to 135 for like 4 or 5 reps. Still pretty painful that day. Friday, didn't deadlift, which is normally a deadlift day. Then Monday, I was able to squat again and got up to 205, almost completely pain-free. And then Wednesday, I did 225 pain-free. And I was able to run today completely pain-free. So I just kind of wanted to make this video to make that video that I found, because Alan Thrall's video was 7 years ago. So I kind of want to put this information back out there. And I'm going to link to all the podcasts that I was listening to and Alan Thrall's video, because he kind of explains it better than I do. I just want to say that I'm a case study, I guess, that worked for me. And the only time that I really have pain now, which is, actually, I'm a little bit wrong here, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 days. We're at 12 days, almost 2 weeks from an injury, which I've never healed this fast, this quickly. And I'm thinking it's not necessarily an injury. And even if it was, the area is desensitized again. And I've heard this just a few times from the fitness industry as a whole, I guess. Normally people blame it on things that just aren't real. So that's why I wanted to make this video, to hopefully get a little more of this information out there to people and remind myself next time I get injured to watch this video, so that I don't do stupid shit and change my movement patterns and actually make myself weaker. The culprit, the reason I got injured, my thought, is a variety of things. Every year I kind of fall out of lifting and then try to get back into it. This year I was doing bodybuilding stuff last year and I tried to get back into it through powerlifting. I originally heard it, or tweaked it, I guess. I rushed into deadlifting and got up to 315 for a couple reps, and the third rep my back just kind of was not strong enough, was not nearly used to the movement patterns that it's supposed to be used to. And then squatting, rushed into that too, because I tried to do a program rather than trying to progressively get used to these movements again. So yeah, I was basically rushing into it. Form wasn't really an issue. It was, I would say, my body being used to the patterns with that much weight. I overshot weight because I've been able to deadlift 475 before. So I thought 315 would be easy. Unfortunately, that was not the case. So yeah, we're slowly increasing strength. Probably next week I'll be able to do 60, now probably like 70, 75% of my max, and then I'll actually be able to get stronger from then.